Hi there, I'm Dave from Friendly Web Guy Plugins, and in today's video I'm going to be looking at the real cost of WordPress dashboard clutter and why your support team needs Nag Me Not. So if you run a WordPress support team, you already know the drill. Your technicians log into the customer's site all day long, troubleshooting plugin conflicts, investigating performance issues, and generally putting out fires. What we might not have calculated is how much time they're wasting just navigating around dashboard clutter. So let's talk about the hidden tax on your support team. Let's talk about what actually happens when your support person logs into a client's site. Before they can even start diagnosing the real problem, they're greeted by a parade of notices. Plugin X wants you to upgrade to Pro. Theme Y has a new version available. Service Z is offering a lifetime discount. Tool A wants you to rate it 5 stars. And Platform B would like you to join their newsletter. Some of these notices are dismissible, some aren't, and some come back every single page load. All of them are taking up screen real estate and mental bandwidth that should be focused on solving your customer's actual problem. The few seconds that add up. Sure, it only takes a few seconds to scroll past a notice, maybe 3 seconds to dismiss one if there's a close button. Your support team isn't dealing with one site a day, they're handling dozens. And these notices don't just appear on the main dashboard, they show up on the plugins page, the settings pages, sometimes even on pages where you're trying to configure specific tools. Let's do some basic maths. If your support person visits 20 sites per day and spends an average of 30 seconds per site just dealing with dashboard notices, scrolling past them, dismissing them, or worst, having to hunt for the actual button they need amongst the clutter, that's 10 minutes a day per person. Over a month, that's more than 3 hours per technician. Multiply that by your team size, and you're looking at actual money wasted in productivity. The real problem, cognitive load. But the time waste is actually the smaller issue. The bigger problem is cognitive load. If your support person is trying to diagnose why a contact form isn't submitting, they need focus. Every visual distraction, every notice demanding attention, every promotional message is putting their brain away from the task at hand. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts. And on poorly maintained sites, which are often the ones that need the most support, the notice situation can be genuinely overwhelming. Finding the upload plugin button between 3 promotional notices and 2 update warnings shouldn't be part of troubleshooting a completely unrelated issue. So enter the browser extension solution. This is where Nag Me Not's approach gets interesting. When you buy a license, you're not just getting the WordPress plugin, you're also getting access to the browser extension. And here's why that matters for support teams. Your team members can use the extension without installing anything on customer sites. Think about that for a second. No need to add another plugin to client sites. No permissions required. No explaining to customers why you're installing something on their dashboard. Your support team just installs the extension in their browser once, and they get a clean dashboard experience everywhere they go. 2 clicks to clean dashboards. The latest version makes it even easier. Here's the entire process. Click the Nag Me Not toolbar icon, click Add Current Domain. That's it. The page refreshes automatically with blocking enabled. Your technician can now focus on the actual support issue without the visual clutter getting in the way. Want to use the extension on a different site? Add it with 2 clicks. No need to work on 5 client sites a day? Add them all as you go. The free version lets you keep 2 domains active at once, which is fine for occasional use. The premium version removes that limit entirely. The return on investment case. Let's get back to money. Say you have a 3-person support team. If Nag Me Not saves each person even 10 minutes a day, that's 30 minutes of reclaimed productivity daily. Over a month, that's 10 hours of actual support work instead of notice management. What's 10 hours of billable support time worth to your business? What's the value of having your team less frustrated and more focused? What's it worth to solve customer issues faster? A starter license for up to 5 sites costs $49 annually. The Pro license for up to 25 sites is $99 per year. If you need unlimited sites, the agency license is $199 annually. Divide that by your team size, then by 12 months, and you're looking at a few dollars per person per month. The productivity gains pay for themselves in the first week. Beyond just time savings. But There's another benefit that's harder to quantify, but equally real. Happier support staff. Nobody enjoys wading through promotional notices when they're trying to solve problems. It's annoying, it's distracting, it makes the work feel more tedious than it needs to be. Give your team a clearer workspace, and they'll be more effective and more satisfied with their work. That matters for retention, for morale, and the quality of support your customers receive. So the bottom line, dashboard notices aren't going away. Plugin and theme developers need to promote their premium features. That's how the WordPress ecosystem works. Your support team doesn't need to deal with that clutter when they're trying to help customers. For less than the cost of a couple of coffees per person per month, you can give your entire support team cleaner dashboards, better focus, and more time to do actual support work. The maths isn't complicated, the ROI is there. The question is whether you want to support your team spending their time solving problems or scrolling past notifications. Nag Me Not makes it sure it's the former.